Welcome back to Morning Mika. Now it's time to answer some of your questions on the big ask at work. We're talking about asking for a leave of absence. Maya on Instagram says, I work a very stressful job and I'm going through some major life changes. I'd like to ask for a mental health leave, but I'm positive my intimidating boss will not be understanding. How do I even broach the subject with him? So let me take this one, Maya, because listen to me right now. One way or another, this is going to end up falling on you. And you need to decide whether you need to make a decision now for yourself, whether or not your boss likes it, or you're going to power through. But the question you have to ask yourself is, months from now, are you going to say to yourself, I wish I had made that decision. I wish I had just taken the time off then. They may not have liked it, but I would be in a better situation now. Only you know what you need. And if you don't have that relationship and that support at work, that's something to work for the future, but you have to make a hard decision now for yourself. Julia on Instagram asks, I'm in desperate need of a mental health break from work, but I'm worried about the potential negative consequences like losing out on a promotion or being passed on for the important projects. How can I take a mental health leave without jeopardizing other aspects of my job? Jen, this is like so made for you because at the White House, when, you know, you'd miss this or miss that, you'd miss out. You know what I say? So what? What do you say?
That's right. I say so what as well. And I would say to Julia, this is kind of an echo of what you just said, Mika, is plowing through does not mean you are going to be the best version of yourself in a job, right? And as any good boss will tell you, the thing you're judged by is your work product, right? Not your attendance all the time. I mean, you can't just not show up to work. But I would say, one, if your boss is someone you have a good relationship with, tell them what's going on. I would hope that whoever works for me would feel comfortable telling me, I need a few days off. I need a week off. I need some time. And a good boss, whatever it may be, and a good boss will tell you, let's figure it out and work it out because you're a valued member of the team. If that's not if your boss, you don't think your boss is someone you don't understand, you may need to reevaluate your workplace. So I would say that. But I also think you can take some time off without sharing the reasons why if you're not totally comfortable. There are leave policies. You can go to the HR department if you're not comfortable. Most companies have leave policies for exactly this reason. But I certainly hope, Julia, that you're working for somebody who would be understanding and taking the step to share what you're struggling with will show also you know yourself and that you're committed to your job and addressing what's going on in your life personally.
Confidence plays a critical part when it comes to the big ask. And on that subject, Susan on Instagram writes, how do I get my confidence back? I was once like you all. Simone, how does she get her mojo back?
Well, you know, I often say that we at work oftentimes feel unconfident or we don't present confidently because we are unsure. And the best way to build your confidence back is to be prepared. You know, I always like to say that there are people that have more experience than me, that are smarter than me, that have, you know, worked more jobs, that have gone to better schools, but there are very few people that are going to outwork me. And so I will get up early if need be. I will stay as late as I have to. And the work ethic will make the difference so I can be prepared. So I would argue that if we're feeling unconfident at work, you know, about our product, we have to do the work for ourselves to make sure that we are sure about what we're talking about. So when it's time for us to speak up in that meeting or go give that presentation or ask for the thing that we need, we know that we have done the work to back that up. And when you feel when you know what you're talking about, you more confidently can express what you are, you know, expressing, what you are trying to communicate. That also goes for when you're making that big ask. Don't go into the ask trying to get people to convince you. You need to know for yourself what you are going in there and asking for. If you go in unsure, it's going to come out unsure.
Simone, you're so good. Another way of asking the question, Huma, this is Catherine on Instagram. How do I overcome imposter syndrome in a room full of men when I know I'm just as smart as them? Huma, great question for you because you conducted a meeting breastfeeding. Take it away.
I certainly did. I agreed with everything Jen and Simone just said. But also, what I want to say to Catherine is you have to remember you're not alone in this. The fact that it was 69% of the people who took mental health days last in 2023 alone were women is because women are recognizing they need to take this time for themselves. Imposter syndrome is real. It's real for all of us. I certainly am a victim of some imposter syndrome. And one of the things that I always say to young women who ask me is sometimes you need a technique. I know for me, I would pace back and forth. I would intentionally try and make eye contact with men in meetings, especially, you know, when I thought maybe I was being questioned or maybe I was accused of not or people thought I wasn't as smart as I knew I was. And it just takes a lot of work. It's overcoming whatever kind of the butterflies are in your stomach, because you'd be surprised at the respect that you actually have from your colleagues, both men and women, and you're not going to know that until you push yourself to be in those rooms.
This was so great, you guys. Such great information for our viewers. We're going to do it again. Send us your questions on social media. Ask us anything, especially about stuff like this. And that does it for what I think was a really great Morning Mika. We'll be back soon on YouTube and Peacock. Thanks, guys. Bye.